400 registered adult members, 80 juvenile members. Abu Dhabi Na Fianna is simply the biggest club in the Middle East, with more players and teams than anyone else. In fact, they had a total of 28 teams at the 2023 P4ML Middle East Championship Finals, which they also hosted at the Zayed Sports City, as they have done successfully since 2016, bringing all of the clubs in the region together for the showpiece end-of-season event. But it's not just about size and numbers, it's about family and creating a community a long way from home, as explained perfectly by a Tipperary camogie star.
It's your club, like you have your club at home, Mine Clonal Trasmore, and you have your club out here. And at the end of the day, you're wearing that jersey with pride and you want to do well for it. And you have so many of your teammates around you, between the men's teams and the women's team and the footballers, that are all supporting you. So when you're playing, you do want to do your club and your team proud.
It's interesting you're comparing the clubs. I mean, I don't know if you really can compare clubs at home or out here, but Abu Dhabi and Na Fianna are just huge out here.
Yeah, they are. It's a massive community, like I've said, and I remember coming out here. There is two teams in Abu Dhabi. There's Reem Shamrocks and there's also Na Fianna, so that shows the extent as well that there is a large group of Irish community out here, that they do have that demand for it, I suppose.
But what's your club like? What is Abu Dhabi Na Fianna like as his club? I mean, everyone knows that it's huge, but apart from that, what is it like in the values that you were talking about maybe from home?
Yeah, I suppose from what I can see anyway, like it is a tight-knit community where when you need someone, they're there for you. You only need to pick up the phone and Wayne McNamara is there to lend you a hand or anything like that. And I suppose I myself had a tough year this year with my cousin Dylan Quirk passing away in August from sudden adult death syndrome, and it was touch or go whether I was even going to come back out, because it was so raw. But I wasn't out here only a few weeks, and I realised the family community that was out here that showed us that's great support. And once I knew I had that, and once my family at home knew that we had that support out here, like they were happy for me. They knew I was being well looked after. The guys at the start of the year got me a lovely gift with Dylan's initials and his number and a poem at the back as well, which was, it just something so small but it goes so far. And like I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I had that strength in this team and that community where there's people knocking on your door all the time to check on you if you're going training, they're seeing how you are. And like that's rare if you're in Ireland, never mind if you're however many hours away on a flight, when you have that support from a group of girls and from the lads, that you know that you are supported. And I suppose that's what Abu Dhabi is to me, that you always know that there's someone there when you're at your lowest, and they're also there to celebrate when you're at your highs.
Isn't it remarkable though, that's the GAA and that's the Irish no matter where you are?
Yeah, it is. And even like I have friends in Australia, cousins that are just after moving, and you do have that community over there, and it's that slitter, it's that football that brings you together. I came over last year by myself, pretty much knew a few people, through people or whatever, but I felt comfortable coming to camogie training and ladies football training because I knew I was going to meet people that were similar to me, and that's exactly what happens. My best friends over here are the girls that I was playing ladies football with and are the girls that I'm playing camogie with, and I'm sure it's the same for anybody coming over, that if you're in Dubai or if you're in Sharjah or in Abu Dhabi, when you get to that hurling field, everybody's there, whether it be release stress, have fun, play a bit of competitive sport, or just get a few endorphins going, whatever it might be, that it's brilliant to have it. And I actually don't know how people survive without it at home or over here, because it brings a special group of people together.
Na Fianna has grown steadily over the last decade, attracting new players arriving from Ireland to play at the highest level, with top players pushing each other on.
Yeah, it's something that's, I suppose, increased year on year. I'm here 4 years now, and when we came out here initially 4 years ago, 2015, had about 20 players, maybe 2 teams. Now 4 years on, we're up to 40, 50 players, 4 teams in any given tournament. So it's, it's standards improving, intensity is getting a bit higher, and yeah, it's very enjoyable. Back when I started, maybe Dubai, that bit stronger than us, but over the couple of years we've grown stronger, and then this year in particular Sharjah have developed a lot. So it's great for us, it's great for, I suppose, the lads coming out here, and no one comes out here to hurl, everyone comes out here to work. So to have that kind of extracurricular activity outside of it and something you're used to from home, it's something special, something you can enjoy.
What would you say to anybody coming out to this part of the world about how they can get involved in the hurling and what it can do for them, and and getting on out here?
Yeah, like everyone has a first day out here. No one comes out here knowing a lot of people. Everyone might know one or two, but you know, it's just getting up at the start of the year and getting up off the couch and going out to it. Be it football, hurling, camogie, you know, everyone is new. People are mad to make friends, and there's a lot of people come out and they might only play for 1 or 2 years just to meet people and just get the social aspect, make a few friends, and then they can enjoy it that bit more. So yeah.
The biggest growth has been in ladies Gaelic football. Abu Dhabi Na Fianna had an incredible 16 teams at the recent finals, more than the other 3 codes put together. They cater for all levels and standards, including former All-Ireland senior winners.
Na Fianna are a huge club, and definitely the amount of kind of resources and stuff that are provided for us by our sponsors and different things like that are fantastic. So yeah, Na Fianna has been going from strength to strength, and it's due to the management and the board kind of that are putting things together, training sessions and things like that. So it's fantastic, yeah.
And why do you think in particular the ladies side of the club is good?
I don't know, that's a tough question. I think it's the look of the draw. Like coming out here, it's kind of a look kind of thing that people come out and they choose Na Fianna for whatever reason. Like the Ream are there in Abu Dhabi as well. So it just depends on who comes out each year, to be honest. That's not to take away from the effort that's put in for the ladies section of the club. Like the management are class, like the trainings are brilliant, the facilities are unbelievable. So I don't know, it's down to probably the management and the chairperson and all those things.
And after winning All-Irelands with Dublin, what's it like for you to be out here in the Middle East playing this kind of level?
It's great, it's brilliant. Like you train and you play so much at home, and it's nice to have a piece of that when you come out here. And then the connections you make with people are fantastic. Like I'm playing here with 2 of the girls that I went to college with and I played with in college, and then you have so many connections and different kind of things like that. So it's a real sense of community, and you're playing a sport that you love. So the gym is great, but nothing beats playing a bit of football.
You have Lauren Cunningham there from Down, you have Ailish Kernan from Cavan. I mean, you have players with good pedigree.
Fantastic pedigree, it's unbelievable. And even the girls that have never played with a county before, they're fantastic. Like, it's unbelievable the standard out here, and everybody's going to do their best and enjoy it as well. So it's just a really nice atmosphere to be part of.
It has been crazy, it's been out of this world, but it's been fantastic. We've had almost 2,000 people here this weekend. We've had almost 120 teams, and everybody just had a fantastic time. It's been really, really great.
And what about giving credit as well to Abu Dhabi Na Fianna for hosting this huge event, which must be the biggest ever you've had out there?
Yes, it's probably the biggest ever, especially I guess this weekend. This weekend is the first time this year that we've had all teams together in the same place on the same weekend. Most other tournaments, we do have other tournament hosts that do fantastic jobs. They are quite a different, I guess, setup, and we have different smaller scales. Dubai Kels the previous 2 weeks ago, they were fantastic and they had similar numbers, but this is something different. It's incredible.